welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another eBay book box unboxing. I did this before, but only with mystery, like romance books. So I do feel like I am educated a little bit about the eBay mystery box thing. So yeah, what you do for these is it is a eBay sellers put a whole bunch of different books that are in the same genre, and then they mail it to you, either 20 or a certain amount, and they mail it to you and you unbox it and you get a whole bunch of different books. So yeah, I have done the romance book before, the romance book box before, which is in the cards. I have yet to do any other genre, so I decided that since it was so much fun last time, I'm going to do it this time, but this time it is going to be, the theme is fantasy / science fiction, which I freaking love science fiction, and I'm starting to get into fantasy as well, but yeah, I'm very excited. Before we get into this book unboxing, I need scissors, so I'm gonna go get those. Okay, so I'm gonna just set them right here. Before we get into this unboxing is what I meant to say. I wanted to kind of tell you who the seller is. I believe the seller's name is Two Buck Books. They are from Aurora, Colorado, and the box that I got was 20 mystery box book lot, or basically science fiction, fantasy, all-in-one mystery box that are all books, and there's supposed to be 20 of them. So I'm gonna link the link if you want to get this box in the description box. And yeah, I also want to note that you can, on the mystery box things, you can put like notes for the seller, and so that's what I did. I wrote, please no Michael Crichton, because I already own most of his works, if not all. I think I own all of his works except for 2, and they're not science fiction or anything, they're his nonfiction books. And yeah, so I told them no Michael Crichton, and also I said that I loved science fiction, like based in space, so I love anything space related, so yeah. And then I kind of completely forgot that this was fantasy as well, so I hope that they gave me fantasy as well, because I'm super excited to see this. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into this. Sorry for the long preface. Yeah. As you saw, this is a big box. And the last box I got was not as big. This box, I live in apartments, and because of how big it was, I had to actually go to the mailbox, like, well, not mailbox, but the USPS place, and get the box because it was too big to fit in the mailboxes. And yeah, so anyways, I'm super excited for this, so let's just get into this. And as with the last eBay box unboxing, I am going to be putting the synopsis pictures in the back so that you can read them as well. Also, I apologize for the lighting. I couldn't wait till tomorrow to open this, and it's about 7 o'clock at night, so I just have my lamps at home, and yeah, in the kitchen light, and it's just really bad lighting. I usually use natural lighting, but yeah, okay. I already see something that is what I already own, so off to a bad start. Okay, so I got the first box. I'm just gonna, okay, the first book I mean is Anne McCaffrey's Freedom's Landing. Interesting. This takes place in Colorado, as you see. Huh. From the synopsis, it kind of like reminds me of, what is it? Reminds me of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, which I did not end up liking. Yeah, but this looks like a very interesting book, and I see that they also got it from the thrift store, because there's still a thrift store thing. I was under the impression that it was that this seller was a used bookstore, but I guess not. I don't know. That probably tainted my image, my thought, but oh god. Okay, so yeah, Anne McCaffrey's Freedom's Landing. I'm actually really excited to read this. This sounds very interesting. And yeah, very sci-fi. A little hint of a space novel. Let's go with the one that I already own. Well, I see two that I already own. Okay, so I already own this. This is The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. This is from The Heroes of the Olympus, Book 1. This one is really gross looking compared to the one that I already own. It's very warped. But you know, that could be the way that was packaged, or like the mishandling from the postal service. I know they're under a lot of pressure right now, but I kind of wish that this wasn't warped. Yeah, so yeah, I already own this. I believe I probably should have put no put my preferences for science, or not science fiction, fantasy as well, but that's okay. A great series, but since I already own it, it's kind of like, and it actually looks the same, except it's more prettier. But anyways, yeah. Okay, I feel so bad for because the last one that I unboxed was so good, and they actually wrapped it up, so it's actually hidden, that you, still a mystery, when you open the box, and this one is not like it, as you can tell. Yeah, just a little disappointed, but yeah. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Basically, is what I should be reminding myself. The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is actually a bind up, I think, of all 3 of them, maybe? Yeah. Which I don't own the bind up of, but I do own the whole Lord of the Rings series. But I'm actually glad that this is in there. Because, hey, at least it's fantasy. I don't really feel like, well, I guess the Percy Jackson series is fantasy. But when I was seeing the box thing, like what it is on eBay, I was thinking more of along the lines of like fantasy you've never heard of, basically. So yeah. Yeah, but yeah, this is warped too, but then again, it could probably not be the sellers. It probably was the way that the package was handled. Let's see. Okay, so the next one is The Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan. Let's see. It's a classic. I've never actually heard of this before. It looks like it's a Christian, like, fantasy almost. With margins and stuff. I don't know. I'm interested to read this. Hopefully it's good. Yeah. Wow. Okay. And then we got The Land of Oz by L. Frank Baum. I've actually never read any of The Wizard of Oz or The Land of Oz or anything of Oz. This looks like this is the second one. And I actually kind of took a peek of inside the box, which I know you're not supposed to, and I looked and I saw that there was other Oz ones, so let me get that. So I got The Land of Oz, The Road to Oz, The Wizard of Oz, let me get it. This is like major spoilers for me, that's okay. And that looks like it's all there. So, The Wizard of Oz, The Land of Oz. So I got book 1, book 2, and book 5. Yeah, I'd love to read. I'm probably going to read these, actually. I'm more excited about these, too. I've never, like I said, I've never read these before. Yeah. So far, not seeing a lot of. I'm seeing more fantasy than science fiction, which kind of makes me sad because I love science fiction. And that's the whole point of getting this box. Let's see. The next book is T.A. Barnes' The Mirror of Merlin, book 4 of the Lost Years of Merlin. Interesting. Again, a fantasy, which I don't mind, but, you know, I kind of really wanted science fiction-y books. Let's see. Here's another Merlin one, The Fires of Merlin, which is book 3. Again, not the greatest packaging. Let's see. It looks like there's also more Merlin stuff. Yeah. Wow, they must really think I like Merlin. I mean, I don't know, because I've never read this, but The Lost Years of Merlin. See, that's book by T.A. Barron. Let's see, book 1. book one. Oh shoot, I'm just throwing books all over. So I got The Lost Years of Merlin. Let's see, which is book one. Book two, which is The Seven Songs of Merlin. Let's see, book three, which is The Fires of Merlin. I've never actually heard of this series either. This is very fantasy-esque. Book four, The Mirror of Merlin, and book five, The Wings of Merlin. Be interested to see what I think of them. Okay, so the next one is Alana, The First Adventure, The Song of the Lioness, by Tamora Pierce. This, I'm really getting like heavy like YA type feels to this, or like children's books, which, you know, it can be okay, but I'm not really into that right now. Yeah, I'm not really, that's not my cup of tea. I actually like more young adult and adult novels now. So yeah. Let's see. There's an Anne Rice one, Cry to Heaven. Interesting. I've actually tried reading the Interview with the Vampire, and I didn't. It was really hard to read, honestly. This looks like it's a standalone. There's not really any information about what it's about, so I'll probably put like a description from the internet. But yeah, I'm interested. Okay, and then I got a Brandon Sanderson's one, which I've never read, but I do own Mistborn. This is Flantress. Yeah, I've actually never read any of his books. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay. And then this one is The Madness Season by C.S. Friedman. This looks like it's a science fiction-y one, because that's what I get from it. How long could he survive the alien quest if he could not conquer all that was alien within himself? Interesting. So at least they like kind of saw that I liked, they kind of like said, yeah, she likes science fiction. They saw my note. So yeah, there's more, don't worry. Okay. Oh, and then another thing that I own, the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis, Prince Caspian, which I believe is, book 4. I already own the complete collection of this, and I haven't read it, so yeah, interesting. And then, let's see, there's 3 more. Another children's book, which there's nothing wrong with that, but not my cup of tea. I probably should have mentioned that on the description note. Rowan of Rin by Emily Rhoda. Yeah. So interesting. This looks like it actually is a really quick read for me. It looks like it's 138 pages, so I believe I could just get through that, Okay. And then another children's book, kind of. Yeah. Encounter at Easton by Abby. I believe that's the author's name? Yeah, AVI. Actually, believe it or not, have read a book by AVI before. It was like, when I was 14, so that would be 6-7 years ago. But I do remember that was good, so yeah. But then again, I was 14, and I have read books as, like, how old I am now, that I loved when I was 14, and I ended up hating them, so we'll have to see about that. And then the last book is Terry Brooks' The Voyage of Jurl Shannara. Yeah, interesting. It looks like it's interesting back cover. You'll probably already see it, but another fantasy, so interesting. Yeah, so see, I did buy 20 books. There is 20 books in this box, and as you can see, it's all empty. Yeah, so out of the 20 books, I am going to be getting rid of this stack, which is the books I already own, because I don't really need them. I already own a copy, so yeah. I don't know what to think about this. It was very, like, the hype was definitely worth it, honestly, if I can say that. When I got the box at the post office, I was super excited about it, and I was like, I can't wait to get home and freaking open it. And like, there's gonna be so many like good like science fiction-y books, and I'm gonna be just so amazed. And then I came home hours later, and I filmed this video, and it's honestly like a disappointment to me. Yeah, it just kind of feels like the seller they probably did pay attention to what I had to say, because they did put, with the science fiction-y books, they did put science, or the space themed ones that I do like. Let's see. And there was no Michael Crichton, which is good. But I feel like for me, myself, I should have put more into the notes for the seller, so that they could have an idea that I do not like want any YA or children's books, which that's fine, but like, me personally, I would not want to read them. Like, I'm not drawn to them a lot. And I probably should have put like no popular author, or not authors, but no popular series, because these are Percy Jackson series, the Chronicles of Narnia series, and J.R.R. Tolkien's the Lord of the Rings series are all very popular series, and I already own them, so yeah. But then again, with the popular series, I don't own the Wizard of Oz one, and that is popular. So yeah, we shall see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. They probably also had like a plethora of fantasy that they were trying to get rid of. So that's probably why I got a lot of fantasy. I don't want to seem like I'm like bummed out or disappointed. Well, I am disappointed, but I don't want to seem like mean or anything, or not understanding when I'm talking about this, when I'm giving a review of the product, yeah, so I can understand, like, you know, where they're coming from, and I probably should myself have put more into the description of like the note and stuff, saying like, you know, hey, uh, less fantasy please, or if it is fantasy, can you like not do like popular series and stuff. But yeah, as far as the packaging, again, they probably packaged it so nicely and then it went out in the mail and it was crap. But yeah, I feel like I was like, after that first experience with the romance author, like romance book box with all of them, like, you know, wrapped in like bags and stuff so that when you open it you're not immediately like spoiled. um you know, and there's a lot of like care that came into the package as well with packing it. um I feel like after that, which was my first experience with eBay book box mystery boxes, I feel like I'm kind of like not biased, but like my uh, expectations went like this when it should have probably been like this. I don't know if I'm actually going to read these books or not. I will try my darndest, but you know, it's okay to DNF everything. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm just so disappointed. Okay. I'm just gonna close out this video before I say something that is probably the rudest thing ever. Yeah, I don't know. So thank you so much for watching, and thanks for joining me in this fantasy science fiction box eBay mystery box unboxing. Still don't know how to say that, but yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you would like, if you like my videos and stuff. All my social media links are linked in the description box. I have Goodreads and Instagram, so give those a follow if you want to see what's up. Yeah. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day.